Hey there everybody, I want to talk to you guys about my experience in Korea and questions that you guys may have or want to know if you are going to Korea or planning to go anytime soon within the next 5 years. So yeah, how did you feel when you first got on the plane? The first time how I felt when I got on the train was very excited but at the same time nervous because out of the 60 passengers that were on the plane, I would say maybe 55 of them were Asian, being Korean, Chinese, or Japanese. And the rest of us, which was 5, foreigners. Despite us being there, everything was peaceful, nice, quiet, settled, everything. I was lucky enough to have a window view. So when we took off, I had the experience to look outside of the window and see LA. If you ever get the opportunity, make sure to click window seat. Okay, don't get one of those aisle seats because you'll get frustrated with people passing by. And I was lucky enough to have my own seat, which is 3 rows. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and then the row 1, 2, 3 row. Like that. I was in the window seat by myself, nobody next to me. So the whole flight I slept, but I put my legs there. You know. Question 2: what did you have to do when you go through customs? When you go through customs in Korea, there are 2 sections. You don't really go to the airport. You first get dropped off and you follow the crowd. Always follow the crowd. You may be thinking, like, well, what the heck is everybody going? Just follow the crowd. It will take you down to a subway. And the subway, you may think, wait, am I taking the right one? Just go in it. Don't be like me. I was kind of like nervous, so I asked around. And they just said, yeah, it's a one way to the actual entrance. You may be shocked, like, whoa, it's a lot of people. Probably like 300 in one room and a little compartments. Don't be afraid to like go in there because everybody makes they may be like squished like that or whatever, but they still make enough room for each other. And if not, and if you're too late, don't worry because the subway train comes around every 5 minutes. And it'll take you to the second place where the security checks you, but there are 2 ways. There's the Korean citizen and then the foreigners. The Korean citizens has a blue line that you follow, but I didn't go on it because I'm a foreigner. So I went to the foreigner side, and it's a big row, right? It's probably about 50 minutes, but there's a pamphlet that you have to sign saying where you live, what your ethnicity, where you, everything, basic stuff. How old are you, your name. Of course, I was too excited and overlooked it, so I had to wait in line for 30 minutes and watch what everybody was doing, like, you know, my turn, I'm next, and I noticed that they were handing in their passport and some little card. But I was thinking, when it was finally my turn, I went and I handed in my passport, and the guy looked at it and said, "Hey, where's your pamphlet?" And I said, "I didn't get one." And he said, "They're right over there. Please fill it out." So I went, and me being a foreigner, everybody had prying eyes on me, like. I'm pretty sure they were thinking, look at this idiot. He has to go all the way to the back. But me, being not from there, of course, tried to look cool. Like, I mean, you gotta do that, you know? Because everybody was like, keep in mind, there was like at least 300 people looking at you, like, and I was like, but deep inside I was like, fuck, idiot, I'm an idiot, no, kill me. So then I filled the format real fast and went back in line, waited another 30 minutes, but the lady was generous enough to let me cut. I was like, yes. And yeah, just hand it over, and they'll look at your identification, your passport. They'll take a picture of you, and I believe they'll scan these 3 fingers, or at least this finger. Yeah, and then you go through the platform thing. You will actually go to another little mini security thing. Fill out another pamphlet, okay? Which is like you agreeing to the laws, and if you break the law, they will hold you accountable, and you can fill up to at least 10,000 in damages and stuff. And don't worry, there's in Spanish, Russian, English. Was the airport big and did I get lost? No, the airport was really big and really clean. The thing I like about it is that everybody was friendly, and if you had an answer like, hey, where's the bathroom? And then they're like, oh, right here, go straight and take a left. Everything was well formatted. Nobody was moving everywhere like crazy. And everything like section, A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3. But unfortunately, you don't get to go through the airport until you have to actually leave. Where did you exchange your currency? Did it last you during your trip? Or are things expensive there? When you finally get through the security, it'll say like section D, A, B, C, E, stuff like that. You go all the way straight and it'll say like currency exchange, so that's very convenient. They do speak English, so if you don't know any Korean, then they will help you and they change it, right? And they give you yen. They're like, oh, here's 1 million and something on them. I'm like, oh my god, I'm rich. The amount of money that I took did last me so until the last day, which I was really happy. Top you will need is 1,000, depending on where you stay. But just to be safe, just 1,500 tops. Okay. Things were kind of expensive, but at the same time they weren't expensive, because if you were to go to like a restaurant, then they would charge you at least $50 for a meal. But if you went walking down the streets and all that little food market stuff, then it'll range from $5 to $3 depending on what you get. Did you feel out of place during the vacation? Actually, I didn't really feel out of place except for little parts. When you're in the subway, people will look at you, and but they won't be like. It'll be like. The only thing that I felt out of place was when you're in the subway. There's open seats. You sit down, and you notice that a lot of people were like won't even sit next to you. But then there are very few who are actually like, they don't care, so they will still sit right next to you. It's kind of cool too, because you can go like this, you know, relax. It's like, some people were actually friendly and say, hey bro, nice haircut. And I was like, oh, yes. I was also happy because whenever I saw like people who look like Argentinian or Spaniard or Brazilian, it's like one of us, you know, or one. So it's like, what was your favorite place about the trip, and what was your worst? My favorite place about the trip had to be Everland, which is like a zoo / Six Flags / Disneyland. The worst part of the trip, I would say, when I got lost going to Seoul Tower, and I walked from Seoul Station to Seoul Tower, so I was kind of tired, and I enjoyed the view. And the people and everything, they were really nice, sort of. Except for one individual who gave me attitude when I asked for mango juice. She was like, she gave it to me. Like, oh. That's the little things that I didn't like. And then I was thinking, I walked all the way here, I could walk all the way back. And when I walked all the way back, I actually got lost because I misread the signs, so yeah. I got lost for like about 4 hours. What happened when I found my way back to Seoul Station? I was like, yes. Well, I actually tried certain variations of food, like beef, pork belly, kimchi soup, rice, and all that stuff. I really liked it because I'm not accustomed to it, like burgers and pizzas, and yeah, I want you to try foods on your own. Did I meet any new friends? I wouldn't say maybe new friends, but new people. Just like, hey, when the people say, hey, cool bro, or where are you from, or you would talk to them little by little. How did I feel when I had to leave? Well, I felt kind of sad because Korea, I felt that it wasn't as judgmental as here in America, because if I were to want to take a selfie, like, they wouldn't really care or say anything because a lot of them like taking selfies themselves. But if I were to take a picture here in America, we're like, it was a hug, like, okay, look at this guy or something. But yeah, and although they were like, they also like the way like they reacted. I'll be like, hi, and they'll be like, hi, or like, hey. But a few of them, some of them just look at you and just walk away. But here in America, even if you say hi, they would be like, what dog, what?